morning, everybody. Commander Denalii here, and today we're doing a replay over the STB-1. This was a short match, only 9 tanks on each team, and in this match the STB-1 was just the king. It was just amazing how everything just fell into place. So I love this tank just because of the speed, the mobility, and just how well it complements, keeping a distance and assisting your team. The gun on it isn't that bad. The dispersion isn't the greatest for a tier 10 tank, but it's manageable with the long shots. So, as you see here, it is a short match. Not a whole lot you can do about that when there's not a lot of people queued up. So, you just do what you can. So at first here I was just waiting to see where my team was going to spread out to and everything like that, and see where we should go based off where the rest of the team moves to. Seeing that there's a heavy and a light tank already going down the east side of the map, going south, the light tank's going for spots, which is understandable, and we got a heavy going over there to that flank, and then we got about 4 people staying back near the cap, and 1 person in front of me over here. So I decided to go up the middle here and go to the D5, D6 area, and go to the hill and see what I can do up here if we spot some enemies. If that light tank spots them, I can probably shoot them. So I'm gonna get up here and let my camo activate. And there we go, already spotting enemies. And the first one we see is a Motherland, and the only thing I can see is the very top of his turret. So the first shot, it just falls short, and the second shot's also a miss. When you're shooting at a slim target like that, going over a hill, a lot of times it's just going to drop short or go over. But now that Motherland's been hit once or twice, he's going to rush the light tank. So I'm just going to try to take aim at some other guys. And as soon as I get detected, I back down. And as soon as I go undetected, I'm going to try to get some more shots off. So here we are now, trying to shoot the heavy tank, trying to track him. And our team is hitting him at the same time. The great thing about this tank is the reload time on it. You can just put a round down range, and a few seconds later you're ready to shoot again. So that's 1 tank down. So we're going to relocate. And as you see here, our team is pretty much just sitting on our side of the map and pulling a defensive position. So I'm just going to, try to assist whoever I can. And this tank doesn't have the greatest armor. The whole armor is paper thin for a tier 10 match. So the only armor that I really do have on this tank is the turret. The turret can bounce some pretty good rounds if you're angled well. The gun depression on this is well above average. That's what the Japanese tanks have over pretty much all other tanks, is the depression. So here I'm just trying to get an angle and cover the middle, and I just pull a snapshot there and finish off that tank, which is good. I was trying to get some spots over here, and we're just going to keep working this middle. We don't want to try to go up and be the tank that takes the heat and gets shot at the most with our thin armor. So here we have an E100 in the middle, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get to him, put shots into him. Flanking shots would be best. And then I see that guy, and as you see there, this turret can bounce rounds. Granted, that was only a tier 8 tank, but that's good that you can bounce rounds. So now we're able to put shots on the E100, side shots at that, and then he disappeared on us. We tried to shoot 1 blind shot and it didn't have any effect. So we're going to go back to this T-32, put another round in him, and hopefully that E100 doesn't shoot at us. Oh, and he did, but good thing he missed. So one more shot and that T-32 should be finished. And unfortunately, I don't think he's going to pull back forward into that spot because he lost a lot of health there. So that E-100 is pretty much rolling right up the middle, and he's trying to just go through our team like a hot knife through butter. So he needs to be taken care of relatively quick. He did just get cloaked again, but if we can finish this this American heavy off, the Tier 8, then we can get that gun out of the game, and he won't be able to spot us. So we're just going to go around the rock and find him, hopefully. And there he is. He was going around the other side, so we're just going to run around. We're going to snapshot on him and finish him off. So I've had this tank for a couple weeks now, well, probably closer to a month, and I just absolutely love the gun depression, the speed, just the mobility of this in general. You can work hills like no other tank. I mean, it's just amazing when you're put in that environment. The snapshot on this is really good for a Tier 10 tank. As you can see, I just shot over my back and put a round into that tank. And here's the E-100 facing off with T-54. And so the T-54's got a better bounce rate, so I'm just going to let him go up and, you know, hopefully not take too much damage, and then we can both flank this guy. The T-54 does get the last shot into him, which is perfectly fine. So we're going to head back over to the middle and see what else we can see. But yeah, like I was saying, the mobility of this tank, I mean, I've been playing it for about a month now, and I absolutely love how mobile this tank is. The reload rate, I mean, it's got a really good DPM, and then you put the gun depression to work as well off of the hills, and I mean, it's just amazing. And there you go, another snapshot that was right on target. So that's 3 tanks I've killed with the snapshot, just being able to auto lock onto a target and finish them off. You can't do that with a whole lot of tanks. So now here we've caught the score back up to where it's even again, and most of these other tanks seem to be camping back at their base. So we're just going to try to poke around this corner here and spot somebody and put some rounds into them. And there's nobody there, so we're going to move up to the next one. I don't have anything that extends my view range on this tank. I've thought about it, but I'd rather run the camo and the vented, the improved ventilation. And I don't remember what the third thing is on it. I think it might be repairs. It's either that or to where I can get the accuracy of shooting on the move. But as you can see here, I'm facing off with a tortoise, which is not usually a smart idea, and I'm bouncing rounds from it. The accuracy of the Japanese isn't the greatest. As you can see, I did whiff around and I was zoomed in all the way. So I'm going to run around the corner over here and make them think I'm going this way with the rest of my team, and as soon as I go undetected, I'm going to go back to that same corner and work it. And hopefully the tortoise will face that way and I can get a flanking shot or 2 on him, hopefully maybe track him. So as I poke around, I see him, and he's faced the other way, but just a little bit. I did get one into his hatch, and that's good. And it looks like somebody else on my team is damaging him. So we're gonna try to put another one. All right, there we go. And now he should be a one-shot kill for us, but he's backing down. So we're going to pull forward and see what else was shooting at us. We have bounced a couple rounds. The great thing about this turret. And yeah, as you can see, if you're working corners and you're working ridge lines and stuff like that, this tank is pretty amazing. And the reload rate is good. And this tank just complements how I like to play. If you want, you can go up, you can assault. Don't do it too much, because if you get targeted, you will go down fairly quick.
Friendly vehicle destroyed.
Most of the time, you want to try to play the distance game. You know, snipe and just assist your other tanks that are taking a beating. So yeah, as you see here, I see waffle up here, and I decide, well, he's faced up my other guy, so I'm just going to keep driving, not stop, because he's got a pretty quick turret, and I put 2 rounds into him and finish him off. And now there's 2 heavies left. As you can see, there's one, and there's the snapshot again. And the last guy left is a tier 8. Unfortunately, he can kill me in 2 rounds if he gets a higher roll. So I'm going to try to play this carefully. I'm going to go around to the right side of this hill over here, and I'm going to pop over and spot him and try to put some flanking shots into him. I do have a tank destroyer with me. I'm still alive. It's a Ferdinand. He could probably, you know, take this IS by himself. But I'm just going to keep working, and he knows I'm right there, so I'm going to go around the other side where he was just at, and hopefully I can reflank him there. So as you'll see, I use the mobility of this tank. Just it can cruise around the battlefield, and I will use that a lot to my advantage. And in the time it took him just to get to the other side of the hill, I got to this side, which was a longer trip for me. He's trying to stay in the low ground, which is smart for him. And we're going to put one into him and damage his turret. So now he knows I'm over there, and I'm going to run around this other side. The Ferdinand is finally catching up to me over here, and the heavy is trying to come straight at me. So I'm going to do this one more time, and hopefully he doesn't catch on to my tactics here. And we're going to pop over and crest this hill one more time. And there he is, but now he's backing up further back than normal, so... Oh, I thought I could get a snapshot there, but I couldn't. And now that I've done this 2 or 3 times to him, he probably thinks I'm going to continue all the way around. So, as soon as I go undetected, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back to that same hill I was just at. Because he'll probably suspect me coming up the right side, or what would be his right side, my left. And knowing I have the Ferdinand over here, I'm going to pop up over here. That way we have 2 guns on him. And as you can see, he is rushing the side where I was just at. And I'm still undetected, so I'm going to try to get one more round into him really quick. And then I decide, well, we only got 3 minutes on the clock. Instead of chasing this guy and dancing with him all the rest of the 3 minutes, I'm going to go to the flag. And then I see this crater, and I just decide to park in it, because hold down tank is good. So I know he was over there, and I got the Ferdinand coming up this other side, so I'm going to keep my gun over there. So I'm just sitting here waiting. The Ferdinand's on the flag with me, so the enemy knows we're both on the flag, so he can decide if he wants to come up or not. The IS is kind of quick. Here I am debating whether I want to aim left or right because of his speed. He's not quite as fast as this tank, the STB-1, but he is pretty quick. So, and there I'm detected, and so is he, and yep, he came up the left side. So I've tried to put a quick snapshot into it, and all I do is damage his gun, and then I decide I'm just going to rush him. Excuse me. So I damaged him once, and he damaged me once. I do got a quicker reload than him, so I'm just going to put another round into him really quick. And maybe if I'm super lucky, I can get another round into him before he hits me. And there it is. So yeah, for a short match, that wasn't so bad. The STB-1 can put out a lot of damage. And in that match, we got 71,000 silver, and as you can see, we did just over 8,000 damage. We blocked 780, which was, I believe, 2 shells that we bounced, and we only assisted for 734. So, correction, 735. We had 24 penetrations. But this tank, I mean, in short matches, it's a badass. So, it's up to you whether you want to grind it out or not. But anyway, that's my impression of the STB-1. And there we have it, final results with the team standings and everything like that. And it's just did a lot of damage. But anyway, you guys go out there and you guys go kill some shit. We'll see you on the battlefield.